Okay, I'm going to talk about the three-man, using the three-man militia type in a refugee situation. What if you have all males that are healthy males? Now it's going to change. Right here, before we do that, you look at this. You can see they're knocking the kernels off the corn. That's what they're doing. Getting some corn. It's not popcorn. Okay. Let's see. You've got healthy males and your refugees. What you're going to be doing as a refugee, as you're moving from one place to the other place, the first thing is you should know where it is that you're going. You don't want to be just stumbling around by yourself. So the very best that you could hope for in a refugee situation as you're moving would be, I say, there's going to be 3 or 4 of you, 6, 7, maybe you're pushing it with 9, 10, and if you notice, all of those are easily broke down to 3-man militias, and you're going to be traveling as a group, as a team. So you're going to have one team, like 3 or 4 of you, or there'll be 6, 7 of you. There'll be 2 teams, and like I say 9, there'll be 3 teams, 9 or 10. That would probably be the maximum that I personally would get involved in, and it's going to be hard to find that many healthy males armed and traveling together, and having good morals. That's going to be the trick. I tell you, of all the bad shit that I've been in, good morals, good, strong, healthy morals has never let me down. I'm not saying it made things easy. I'm not saying that. It did make things easy for me to live with my decisions. We make choices. We talk about that. I can make choices easier, and I can explain the choices that I make. And normally, if there's a flaw in what I'm thinking, somebody can point it out to me, and I can correct it. And I'm not set. I don't have to do anything. It's my choice. But when you get that many healthy males armed together, it's going to be really difficult to find that many that have good morals. Remember, we talk about the 3%. So if you think I'm going to get 8, 10 of us, and we're all the 3%, that's going to be a very rarity thing. Okay, so you're going to have some that are weak in morals. Hopefully, good, strong leadership will, when I say strong, I'm talking about morally strong. A lot of times the ones with the weak morals, it will strengthen their morals, and they will go along with you. So here we're going along. We're picking these people up. We're starting with just like I say, it's me, and then I can come across a couple guys, and then they're going the same direction I'm going. So we want to take care of each other, okay? But you got to remember, we can't trust each other yet. So you got to form a bonding, and now another thing when I say full-grown males, healthy males, I'm talking maybe 12 years old on up to, I don't know. I'm 65. I'm one of the exceptions in the way of 65. There's a few 65-year-olds that are in my condition. So it's going to be really tough to get all those healthy males. Now, and then, like I say, it's going to take some good, strong leadership to keep these males. Don't forget, they're all refugees. They're weak, physically weak. They're emotionally weak. They're scared. They've got problems. Now, even me, and even when my choice, I choose to become. There's still moments that I am weak, because, like I say, I'm constantly outnumbered and outgunned. Like I say, I'm down here in Central America. I don't have near the weapons that everyone else has, and they are what I would be considering the threat in a refugee situation, because they're the ones that do the roadblocks. It's up to them to decide if they're going to destroy my life or not. Like, my life isn't bad enough already. That's why I'm a refugee. So here I am trying to figure out these people that I'm with. And so each day that we can stay together, we'll build up a trust. And now this can go either way. When you're with me, I'm old, I'm healthy enough, in good condition enough, where I can back up my morals. Now, don't forget, there's evil people out there, and they're just as healthy as I am. And a lot of them are even healthier. And so they're going to take leadership too. The ones that are weak and desperate, they will follow whatever kind of leadership they can get. So in other words, somebody trying to be moral like myself, they will follow. Somebody that is evil and they've got plenty of food, they got plenty of weapons, they got plenty of everything, that's an enticement. So that could be their thing. And so it's going to be difficult to pick these people up and figure out their moral strength, because they have, in my world, they have to be right, they have to be doing good. We're not going to just do good sometimes. We're going to be doing good all the time, and everything is based on self-defense. Okay, so get these 2 or 3 guys, and then now we're running together. Each night is probably going to be the scariest, because in the middle of the night they could cut my throat and take everything I want if I judged them wrong. And so we've got to build some kind of trust among ourselves as soon as possible. And I've got good people skills. I can do it pretty good, but it only works on good people. And that's what I'm saying. When I travel, I look for good people. So, but this, as a refugee, like what I'm talking about, you don't go around choosing which people you're going to deal with. These people have to make up their decisions themselves. And I make it clear. I don't say, well, I'm going to do things morally right. I'm not doing that. One thing I do not go along with is, I don't know, I guess you call them Jesus freaks. They have their beliefs and they blindly follow their beliefs. That's their business. I don't care. In a refugee situation, I don't go along with this kind of stuff. Now, there's no difference between somebody like that and the drug cartel. Now, you're saying, oh, how can you compare those two together? Okay, what it is, they both have their beliefs, and they believe strongly in their beliefs. The drug cartel people are very brutal. They're very mean. And they really believe that's the way life is supposed to be. Just like the Jesus freak does. He thinks, life is supposed to be, faith in his beliefs and all this kind of stuff. And that's good, but I got faith in my beliefs, just like the drug cartel. They got faith in their beliefs. But what it is, both of those, there's not much room for bending. And I've had people say, well, you don't bend your morals. Yes, you do. Yeah, if you've been watching this video, this series up to now, you can see many times you have to put your morals on the table and you're going to have to bend them. There are no, in bad situations, there are no clear-cut black and white. You have to judge everything on that one particular moment and your particular situation and all this kind of stuff. And that's what makes things look different. And that's why you need morals, and that's why a rule book doesn't work, because it doesn't take into account the different situations that are going on at that present time. So, in other words, these people that I'm gathering as we're traveling, I have to know in the back of my mind I cannot trust them 100%. It's because the chances of picking up that 3% is very slim. And but once I figure out someone is part of that 3%, someone that is really a good person, he knows his shit, he's got, like I said, good strong morals, and he's valuable. He's very valuable. And you'll sense it. Both of you will sense it. Okay. Now that doesn't mean we're going to have. Okay, let's say there's 6, and then me and this person I really trust are going to be together. No, it's probably going to be he's going to be with the other 3, more than likely. Now we can change this stuff around, because traveling like what I'm talking about is no different than a regular 3-man militia. They have different skill sets, they got different abilities, and they got different purposes. All this kind of stuff you have to take into account. But it's better when you're setting this stuff up ahead of time, as in 3-man militias. But I'm still going to do the same thing in as a refugee as I'm moving. And I say the ones that are probably less trustful, they will probably be with me. Let's say I already found one person that I can trust. He will be in the other group. So in other words, if there's 4 of us, it'll be the one I trust and somebody else, and the worst one of the bunch will be with me. It'll be me and the worst one of the bunch. And then if there's 5, that 5th one that comes up, I'm gonna, depending on the situation, he'll probably stay with me and the worst one in the bunch. And then the reason I'm doing that is I'm putting him to the test. If he is drawn more to the worst one of the bunch, I know we're going to have a problem. If it turns out He's drawn more towards me and towards doing the right thing and the strength. And I hate to say take orders or take direction and stuff like that, because that is important. But what you're doing, we all have to do that. And we're all, depending on the situation, who's going to take the lead. If someone knows more about that, he's the one that's taking the lead, and he's going to give the instruction to the rest of us. So you've got to be ready to take instruction. And that's what I'm saying. Some people don't. And, they got a nasty attitude, this kind of stuff. And this is what I'm saying. I want them with me. And the one that I do trust, and the one that is doing good, like I say, he'll be in another group. And the reason is we're on the same page, so he ought to be able to take care of his people easier. It'll be easier for him to take care of those people because I've got the worst ones of the bunch. Now, one of the reasons why I've got the worst ones of the bunch, this is what we're talking about. The moral strength and doing all this kind of stuff. If I've got the worst one of the bunch, if it turns out the worst one of the bunch is evil, he's got a bad attitude, he doesn't take instruction well, and when you do that, you put the rest of us in danger. Now, it's easy enough it's easy enough to say, well, okay, you just let him go. It's going to be a tough one. Okay. The problem with just letting them go, tell them, hey, you're no longer welcome in our group. The problem with that is he knows the strengths and weaknesses of your group. And like I say, we're all armed. We're all in physical shape. So what happens is this person's become a threat. And I'm older, I'm wiser, I would have no problem eliminating him. Well, like I say, we take his weapons, his clothes, boots, we take everything that we need from him. And I can morally justify this. I know it's going to be harder for the 12-year-old, and there's going to be 20-some-year-olds, and there's going to be some other ones that are going to think, well, boy, Mike, you're not near as moral as you keep saying you are. Okay, I know I'm going to take a lot of heat from that, and if that's enough that you're going to leave the group, you go right ahead. Like I said, we're all here from choice. But the thing is, I know this evil person. I'd much rather take him on now than once he gets involved with an evil group, a gang, bandits, or whatever you want to call them. That's what's going to happen. Evil attracts evil. And I'm either going to face him now or face him later. And I'm not going to have him harm any of us before I take him out later on. That's why I would be doing something like that way. And that's what I'm talking about when I say in situations like being a refugee and times like that, you do test your morals. Even though the other ones don't understand, they may not agree, and all this kind of stuff, I have the foresight. I can see far enough ahead. I know what's going to happen. But you have to be able to judge people properly. And, okay, that's why I've got the assholes. I've got the worst of our bunch will be with me. And also, the young would probably be with me also. And the reason is I'm trying to mold the young ones. I'm trying to let them see what is supposed, see, they're still building morals. They're still figuring out what's right and wrong. And, you know, I'm not saying I'm the best one around, but in our group right now, I would be. If I am not, then the young ones would be. Remember, I talked about the other guy. If the other guy was really the one, let him take the young ones and mold them. And it'd be the same thing if he's better judgment and all this kind of stuff than me. Good, let the assholes be with him. Let him clear them out. You know, so that's what you're going to be doing. Okay, we need to figure out the skills that each person has, and like I say, hopefully we're going to have a medic kind of guy, somebody, you know. So like I say, not everybody's warriors, and when we're traveling like that, I don't really want everybody as warriors. We need people with different skills that will be armed. Everybody's going to be armed, but like I say, they might not be as skilled in the warrior department, but they might be more skilled in patching up the warriors. And that's going to be one of the important things, is we need someone that can do the patching up. And like I say, it'd be the same thing, just like everything we've talked about. We need people with all the different skills. And the more skills that they have, and the better they know those skills, then they're equipped to do certain things and stuff like that. They're going to be needed in our group as we're traveling. And matter of fact, that is the kind of stuff that's going to not only make them valuable, but when we come into different areas, then we can offer first aid. We can offer different things to people. And like I say, if the guy knows how to test water, and they got the stuff for testing water, we come into an area, we can say, well, if you want, we can test your water for you. And these are the things that are going to make us more welcomed, and less likely that we're going to have to fight our way in and fight our way out. And it'll give us better food, it'll give us better sleeping conditions, and this type of stuff. And like I say, when you get more than 8 or 10 people, man, you're gonna it's gonna be a tough one. And because you just got too many people, and you're looking more like a threat. Okay, when we travel, it's going to be kind of like it was when I talked about there was 12 of us and 3 were males and the rest were women and children. It'd be kind of like that. Okay, what it will be, let's say there's 7 of us. Okay, so we got one 3-man team and one 4-man team. Okay, let me see, well, one, depending on the circumstances, one will take the lead, and he'll be leading, like I say, with a handgun. In some cases, he'll be leading with a rifle and a handgun. In some cases, you will figure out the differences as you get on the road or as you get on the